Ask and you shall receive. So we were doing a school production of Grease and it was the dress room. So there were like 60 to 70 kids on stage. And I was the only member of staff who was backstage with all these kids, which in and of itself is ridiculous. So it's Grease. There's a car that has to get onto the stage and I'm the only adult back there. And I'm also the only adult back there when Sandy's doing her quick change. I mean, hello, child protection. None of this seemed to matter to this woman as long as she got to sit in the lighting box at the back pressing her little button going, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, no, 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 no. Anyway, so it came to the bit with the car had to come out. So I'm backstage behind a closed like screen thing and I hear the cue for the car and I'm like, right, go. I'm pushing the car out with a sixth former because that's all the help I've got. And she starts screaming at me, and I mean screaming at me from the back of the hall. So I'm on stage pushing this car on. She's at the back of the hall lapping it up. There's a full orchestra there, like paid musicians, other members of staff like conducting and doing things like that. The entire cast of 60 children, and she gives me a telling off in front of everyone because I had wheeled the car on before the blackout. The blackout that she was sitting behind the fucking button for and didn't press on the cue whilst I was behind a screen and couldn't see the stage lights. So, but that was like the first time I ever answered her back. And I went home thinking I was like really proud of myself. I was like to my husband, I stood up for myself today. All I did was say, oh, we need to think of a name for her. Let's go with Rochelle. So literally all I said was, Rochelle, I'm trying my best up here. There are 60 kids. There is one of me and you're at the back pressing a button in the nicest possible way. And the reason I said the nicest possible way is because that was literally her favourite thing to say before she said something really bitchy about someone. She would always say, in the nicest possible way. Or, I'm not being funny, but... And she was literally always being funny. Oh my God, this woman genuinely tormented me. I hated working there and I loved that school. In fact, I would say there's a pretty good chance I might even still be there today had it not been for her. I loved it that much. But yeah, she's still there, terrorising people.